I do think they got the quarterbacks backwards here. 3, we got Will Anderson to Arizona.
If they
Levis go
stay in that
for.
spot,
Oh,
you know what I mean. I just think that 3 spot is it's a trade spot. I think a lot of teams trying to get up to 3, and they're gonna be I think for the right package they moving off of that.
Anthony Richardson to the Colts at 4.
Ooh, Christian Gonzalez at 5.
Tampa Bay trades up and gets Will Levis at 9.
I think that's a good landing spot. I think they get him at 17 if he makes it past, let's say Oakland. You know what I mean? If he's the 4th quarterback, you know what I mean, off the board. If he makes it past I'm sorry, I'm sitting here calling him Oakland, but Las Vegas. You know what I mean? There's a chance that he could drop all the way to 17. To be honest.
So Chicago traded back to 19, got Quentin Johnston to go with DJ Moore, Claypool, and Darnell Mooney. I like that a lot.
That'd be sick.
Bijan Robinson to the Chargers. I like that. Deontay
Okay.
Banks to the Vikings.
Ringo, good player, man.
Giants got Brian Breesy. We're on the clock with Devin White on the trade. You see that?
Damn.
Pick 50 and Devin White.
Hey, listen. I might.
Bro, that's a good trade.
Who's on the clock right now?
Us.
I don't think I can move off. Dang, but
Oops.
in real life, man, we might have to have a real conversation about that.
Let me take a look at it. So it's okay. So then check this out. We got pick 50 and 60. We give up our 1st and 3rd to acquire a 2nd round pick and get Devin White right here. Bro, I can't lie. I'm gonna take this.
I mean, it's
Real quick breakdown. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers just offered us pick 50. We also have pick 60 in the 2nd round. They offered Devin White with it for pick 26 and our 3rd round pick.
I think I'm taking
90.
that. I'm gonna add him into this defense, man. And
I mean, we don't gotta pay him.
It's like I would like a Nolan Smith, but Nolan Smith is probably I think Donald Wright is a good player too. I'm not interested in a tight end right there. It did maybe Zay Flowers. But could we drop back and still maybe pick up a Steve Avila with pick 50 if he drops that far? But if not, I think it'd be a lot of guys on the board still there. But linebacker's a position of need. Hey, we're gonna pay some money up, but hey, if we're going for it all this year, Jerry might just say let's do it.
To be honest with you, this is a go for it all move, and you don't have to pay him. You get a comp pick back for him. So we're giving up a 3rd round pick. We'll get a 3rd round back. So we're really giving up our 1st round pick for Devin White in a 2nd.
Well, that's the thing though. No, a comp if he leaves, right? A comp pick is not comparable to a first. At pick 26, this is a guy we got for 5 years. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? The 5th option. So I mean, if he's not sticking around, if you make this deal and you give him that 1st round pick, then he's gonna have to be signed to a long-term deal. I'm not letting that walk for a guy that we may get in and the 3rd, we get a 3rd comp back for him and maybe keep him for like 3 to 4 years, possibly. You know what I mean? But if we're going for it all,
right?
Hey, yeah.
This is that go for it all move right here. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's
see if we can work out the rest of the draft. This a 3-round draft.
Yeah.
All right. So we have 50 and
60.
All right.
Let's take the bait. Let's see what they do with that. So they took Ojulari, edge out of LSU.
I think he's a good player though. Ojulari, he's underrated. But I don't know where you take him with Nolan Smith still on the. I mean, can he drop? I don't think so, man.
Who?
Kalasa Clancy's still there. Your boy
Nolan
Mozzie.
Smith just went to Philly.
John Michael Smith.
We can pause it now for a trade at any point.
Nah, it's a lot of players on the board right now.
There definitely is.
I say you let it rock, man. I'm cool with taking Mozzie. Like did Mozzie? Hold on, did he go already? No, John Michael Smith still there. So I mean, I'm cool with taking the center. Will McDonald still there? That's crazy. Oh, he just went off the board. Like,
as you said it.
But it's crazy because it's like, in hindsight, right? You could have got a Nolan Smith and then got the best linebacker in the draft, Jack Campbell. You know what I mean? Looking at it, if we did that move, then I don't think that made the most sense. You know what I mean? If you're looking back at it. But I mean, yeah.
But going for it all, we did score Devin White. We're on the clock now. We're going to reject these offers. Jamar Gibbs available right there at pick 50.
Emmanuel Forbes is a dog too. But I
Where's
mean, we
that
good
at?
at cornerback. He's a dog. But
Oh, the edge from USC is there too. Tuli, I can't say it. Tupelotu.
a big
He's
boy
nasty.
for from Baylor. That's a nice DT in the middle, man. Say Aka.
Which one?
But uh uh 56th ranked prospect on the board right there.
Oh, right there. Yep.
Zach
That's
Charbonnet, he's a beast. But if we're looking at the running back position and
BPA.
you know what I mean, BPA, then I think it'll be Jamar Gibbs at this moment. If he's still here at 50, I think you have to take a look at that.
Yeah, I think the best bet here is you take Gibbs at pick 50. We already made the
Truly,
move for Devin White.
I was just wondering, at this point, right? The biggest need I think on the Cowboys is offensive line. At what point do you scratch BPA and go need? I just want
Cody
to see
Mock
what
is there.
linemen are left on the board.
I do like Cody Mock from North Dakota State. Uh, not
Steve
sure about.
Avila. I think Steve Avila, of course.
So
That's
let
what
me
happened.
ask you this: we're 10 picks away from pick 60. Gibbs has already fallen 15 spots.
You
Do
take
we
Steve Avila knowing that there's a plethora of running backs in this draft.
agreed?
You
Okay.
get you a lineman right now.
Okay. And you know Avila's my guy.
Yes, sir.
So take Avila here.
That would have to be the move.
I agree.
Some good players though. Marvin Mims, I like him as well.
I'm gonna lock in Avila here and see what falls at pick 60.
Look at your boy Hendon Hooker dropping.
See?
I can see that.
You want to take Avila here?
Yes, take Avila. Sure.
All right, so we got Devin White and Avila.
Remember the safety pool is deep. Like Antonio Johnson from Texas A&M. He's a beast, big rangy corner safety. I'm sorry, Sidney Brown. I know you talked about him a lot. You like him.
I do like Sidney Brown.
So
I like
actually,
the
did you know that was Chase Brown, twin brother?
Chase Brown.
Yeah, the running back for Illinois.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Philly trying to make trades. Yeah, right. Oh, pick 58, son. Okay.
Ivan Pace Jr. is I like the linebackers, man. He's just a smaller guy, but I tell you what, we didn't take Jamar Gibbs, but Devin Achane, man, from Texas A&M, he's a beast.
He is a beast, man. And they really missed out when he was injured during that bowl game too.
He could possibly be the second best running back in this draft. You know what I mean? It depends on what you like and situations and things like that, but that could very well be the case.
I do like Eli Ricks right here too.
I like Eli Ricks as well. I was looking at that. I like Ivan Pace, but maybe we can get him around later. But I know we only doing 3 rounds. I think looking at it, I like it'll be Ricks. I like Sidney Brown as well, and then you know what I mean, obviously Achane.
See,
A chine.
Chine.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I like Achane.
I gotta give me a Google translator or something.
No, I think so we win defense, offense, technically. BPA here, I do think Bricks is the BPA right here.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest with you.
It'll be more, definitely more running backs in the later rounds. I mean, Bigsby is another guy we talked about. What's your boy Zach? Came in for a visit. Zach Evans. I mean, it's a lot of running backs. We just talked about Sidney Brown. His brother Chase Brown is also another guy you could look at in later rounds. But I think even though it's not the biggest position in need, I do agree that Ricks possibly could be like the second or third. Cornerback in this draft. I'm lying. I wouldn't take him over Joey Porter,
right,
Devin Witherspoon, or Christian Gonzalez, but I think anywhere in that top 5, he could be one of them guys. So.
But I think just outside of the third round, like right here at the end of the second, I think is the perfect landing spot where he is still a value play. Like I think taking him at pick 50 would have been a push, but at 58, I think is a big difference. Eli Ricks.
And just see what receivers are still. Is Josh Downs already off the board?
Wide receivers.
A.T. Perry. Yeah, they snatched up. Most of the receivers. Yeah, I think at this point, I don't think tight end the biggest position in need. We got our guard in the middle. Let's go BPA, man.
Do you think
It'll be between them two though, the running back and Emmanuel Forbes still on the clock. Man.
Oh yeah.
Do I like? I'm not sure I like Ricks more than Forbes. I'm gonna be honest.
No, Forbes might be the play. I definitely was looking way below.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah. I don't. Yeah, give me Forbes over Ricks.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolute ball hawk, man.
Forbes.
Give me that.
So we lock up Forbes.
Zach Charbonnet was still there.
Yep. That was my.
We still got another pick. Okay, I forgot we traded back.
No, we gave up pick 90 though.
Did we?
Yeah. We gave up 26 and 90, so I think that's it for us here. This thing moving slow.
We might have lost that trade, bro.
Yeah, we
Devin
sure
White
did.
Better show up this year.
We sure did. But hey,
look, top 5 defense, man. You know, top
you
3.
live, you learn, though.
Matter of fact, top 2, not 2. You know what I mean?
Right. You wanna? We can run another one though. Not accept any trades.
No, that was fun. Let's run it back. Try to be a little bit more realistic. I mean, hey, like I said, if they was to call in real life, I think Jerry will at least have to entertain it, though.
Yeah, you got to pick up the phone.
Yes, sir. Hendon Hooker finally going off the board. I don't think he drops that far, though. I think Hendon Hooker, second round for sure. A.T. Perry coming off. But look, though, the running back was still on the board, man. It's gonna be a deep draft for running back, man. I think running back, safety, the cornerbacks is deep as well, man. Deep draft for cornerback.
No, it definitely is.
If we was able to get Forbes in like the 3rd round, I'd be ecstatic, bro.
Rerunning this, they did take Stroud 1 overall. Tyree Wilson went 3 overall. Levis 4. Will Anderson 5.
Oh man, if Seattle was to get Will Anderson, damn.
Detroit takes Anthony Richardson.
That doesn't make sense. I mean,
I like that for them.
Yeah, but I say maybe they like one of the only teams in the draft where I felt like they could do whatever they want to do at this point.
I feel like it's
I wouldn't be surprised.
Really difficult for Detroit to make a mistake in the first round.
Like they could draft a John Robinson, and I'd be like, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what they do. I think they can just kind of do whatever.
Because they're like not great anywhere, but they're good everywhere. So whatever they do, I feel like it's going to be, unless it's just a blown pick altogether, I think they can get away with whatever they want day one. Oh, they traded out of their 18 spot.
It's crazy because I don't think Ringo goes this high, man.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, they got him ranked up here. I don't think he goes ahead of Joey Porter at all, though. I'll be honest.
I don't either. And then Chargers get Jordan Addison, Deontay Banks to the Jags.
Foskey, all right, though, man. That's kind of high for him, though.
They just mocked Bajan to the Giants again. That doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
So,
hey, look. You know what I'm doing.
What? Quentin Johnston?
You know what I mean? I'm putting in the pick, keeping it Texas, born Texas. Hey.
So
we're going, man, Darnell Wright, we have to look at it, though. But I think BPA.
On the board here, so we got Quentin Johnston, Dalton Kincaid, Michael Mayer, group of tight ends, Darnell Wright, Jalen Hyatt, linebacker Trenton Simpson, Zay Flowers is there. But I do think BPA, without a doubt, has got to be Quentin Johnston, right?
Yes, sir.
So we lock that up in the first round.
Now, let me ask you, though, like what position in this, you know what I mean, coming up in this draft, would you be willing to double dip at?
Probably offensive line.
Is that the only spot?
No, I think it would be offensive line and linebacker. Cornerback, maybe?
I agree, yeah.
Something like that. But receiver, if we get more than one guy in the first 2 days, like, what are we doing?
I mean, yeah. You saying the first couple of rounds, yeah, for sure.
Like
I'm saying in general, though. Like, maybe, I'll say, like, imagine, like, coming in there and, let's say, getting a Steve Avila, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first, and then getting a John Michael Smith, he falls to the third or something, and they grab a center. Like, you know what I mean? I agree with it from an offensive line standpoint. But, I mean, even at wide receiver, if you used to get a Quentin Johnson and, like, a Josh Downs or something like that was to drop in the third, you wouldn't entertain the thought? Or you just saying, hey, we got Tolbert, another guy that has to work out, you know what I mean, or Gallup. I think I might grab 2 and just shop a guy, for real.
See, I think I would be much more willing to just draft like offensive linemen day 1 and 2, and hopefully at least one of those guys sticks. But at wide receiver, I feel like we did draft Tolbert. We've got Simi still floating around. We traded for Cooks. We paid Gallup. Like, to go that crazy at receiver, I think doesn't really make
Hey, bro,
sense.
I'm trying to go all crazy though. But linebacker is a sneaky option that you said though. But I thought you already made the Quentin Johnson
No,
pick.
I
Man,
can do that right now
we can
though.
go ahead and mail that in. But linebacker definitely was sneaky, bro. I could definitely see a situation where we could. Uh, I ain't saying Jack Campbell would be the guy, but maybe was to come up with a Trent Simpson and who's the guy I'm thinking about, and a Drew Sanders at the same time. I wouldn't be mad at it, man. You get your traditional middle linebacker and a will, and shit. Michael might not even got to go play linebacker at all. Then you
Right.
get another linebacker that can rush the pass and just one guy that can go sideline to sideline. So
That is fair. I like that a lot actually. Josh Downs, he just went to the Colts. See, ooh, Trenton
That's Trenton
Simpson.
Simpson right there.
That makes sense. I like that for them.
Clancy falling all the way to that's crazy. Zay Flowers to 41. Damn, this is. I mean, he could very well fall, but I don't know. All these players come off the board. Will McDonald as well.
Ooh, I hope Osiris falls to us right here, bro. I'll take Osiris Torrance right here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jameer Gibbs. Oh, he just went. See, they wouldn't do that.
Nah, it's too many good players left on the
Noah
board.
Sewell
Right
goes to play with his brother. I like that.
Marvin Mims, John Michael Smith. I was looking at the name. If we don't get a guard in round one, he's definitely an option.
There goes Osiris.
I know you talked about Steve Avila, able to be a guard and play center.
Mm-hmm.
You think now obviously I think John Michael Smith is a little smaller center, so I don't think he has any flex. But I think Torrance, you know what I mean, and he went off the board before, so I think he got some flex to play, you know what I mean, tackle or guard.
I agree with that one as well.
Donna Wright as well.
So now looking at the board, I feel like, all right, so we got Drew Sanders. I feel like that's BPA. But looking
Jack
at
Campbell.
it from a need perspective, I think we do kind of have to attack the offensive line.
Emmanuel Forbes, Steve Avila, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like if we was in a position like this in a real life aspect, I think the Cowboys, just knowing them, I think they would go Steve Avila. But I think you will also have to entertain the idea of okay, we could look at this list and say we got 4 or 5 guys we like. You know, you got Forbes here, Drew Sanders, Steve Avila. If you scroll down a little bit more, maybe we could trade down just a little bit and hope one of these guys fall, or we could just take, you know, what I mean, our biggest need. And
no, I see. I would try to trade into the 3rd round from right here. There's too many guys available.
But I'm gonna be honest. I think the more it just makes sense. I just think Steve Avila. I think how everything is going to shake out, long as there's nobody crazy there like a Quinn Johnson or John Robinson. I don't know. I honestly just feel like he's a guy that I think they honing in on. You know what I mean? If not this late in the draft, maybe even the 1st round.
See, realistically speaking, I don't think there's a chance he's available at 58.
Not possible. This is I think behind Torrance, maybe 2nd best or maybe 1st, depends how you rate him. You know what I mean? Best guard in the draft for sure.
But see, even Torrance going at 52, I think is a little wild.
I think Torrance is a top 20 pick. He could fall to us though. But I think that's another guy we have to look at. You know what I mean? If he falls, I think he could be there at 26, could be a nice pick. And also Donna Wright. But I know in the first 2 rounds, if you kind of look at how the Cowboys are doing things and the players they're bringing in, I think as far as like need, I think they coming into this thing saying, hey, look, we need a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a left tackle or a left guard, somebody to put beside Tyler, settle this thing out. And I think they know they need one more receiver. You know what I mean? They're not bringing in, you know what I mean, like day 3 prospects. They bringing in the Quinn Johnsons, the Jackson Smith Najigmas, the Zay Flowers, like everybody that you could think of. I think in those positions, they know they need a guy.
No, I agree. I think, honestly, sitting right here at 58, bro, I think I'm willing to propose a trade with, like, Chicago to move back to 64 to see who falls.
Yeah, we still take Drew Sanders. I'm all on Drew.
So let me see what I can work out trade-wise here. So trade with, let's go Kansas City at pick 63.
We're gonna force a trade real quick.
I'm gonna make it work.
Make it make sense.
Go ahead, toss 63 and 95.
Yeah.
To move up 5 spots. Let's propose. They got players available on the trade block too. You see that?
First time I've seen it. I like it though. It's a nice little features.
They declined. That's all right.
Nah, I like that. Go ahead if you want to force a trade. Go ahead. Maybe do like a little pick swap at the end. Some just toss in
Chicago.
Nah, go back to Chiefs.
$63, $95, $58, and $129.
Yeah, that might make sense for him. They might take that one. All right.
Bro, they're being tight.
All right. That's the funny thing about trades. It's like everybody like trade down. Now you definitely gotta have a partner that's willing to trade up.
I got an idea.
They looking at it like we looking at it. They like, look, we got 5 players. Now we good.
We just drafted Jefferson. Let's do something different. Not Jefferson. Johnston. Let's see if we can move off of Tolbert. Give up pick 90.
Tolbert going for a 7th-round pick, bro.
Let's see what we do here. Bro, they don't want to let us be great. That's all right. You want to roll with Steve Avila here?
I prefer Steve Avila over Drew Sanders. I think I'm going to be truthful about it. Like, if I was to get Steve Avila at pick 26 day one, it's not the most exciting pick, but I'd be satisfied. And catch him in round 2. I like Drew Sanders, but I think I would feel more at ease to know that those offensive line was a settle. So
that, and I feel like Dan Quinn will figure out what to do. You know what I mean? Like Dan Quinn got us covered. So I'll roll Avila here. Kind of see what rolls up to us in the 3rd round. But at any point, like let's say
Drew got to be going off. We don't pick again to pick 90, right?
Right. But if one of these boys starts falling, we can take a pause and try to move back up. Like Drew Sanders and Jack Campbell sitting there. If they're still there at like 75.
I would make a move. I ain't going to say right now, but like what it takes to go up 20 spots. Maybe do a little pick swap.
They go forward
next year or something. Toss them like a next year 4th-round pick.
What do you say? Pick 75 if one of these. Oh, there goes Drew Sanders. Let's take a pause.
I like Jack Campbell though. I like Ivan Pace as well, but I think if we can make a move on Jack Campbell, I like that. Cowboys missing the middle linebacker, man.
How do you feel about trying to make a trade with Tampa Bay here, or waiting till about
on the board though? No way he makes it to 90 though.
0%.
He probably be the next pick right here. We can let it play out.
Oh, Hendon Hooker. Oh man, he's falling.
Patriots taking him.
Nope.
Huh?
Wouldn't make sense for the. There he goes.
There you go.
Replace Bobby Wagner. That makes sense. That's right. Your boy Ivan Pace is still floating there.
That's cool. We said we was gonna sit on our hands this time anyway, man. So let's just chill and BPA for real.
Jordan Battle still floating around. Let's see.
I like to get. I'm looking at the running backs that's left. That's a low key position of need.
Zach Evans.
Look at it. We attack wide receiver. We attack guard, and then I was hoping so. Okay. I don't know if I think Zach Evans might just fall a little bit, but I like Deion Henley. You know what I mean? Out of Washington State.
No, that's not a bad pick right here, actually. Scoop up a.
He's not the biggest linebacker, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I think he's a guy that Dan Quinn would like to move around. You know what I mean? He's only 225 at the linebacker position. You know what I mean? Got it converted from receiver. But he's physical. You wouldn't even know he was 225, you know what I mean? You used to watch him play, so.
His wide receiver background is plain to see in his short area dynamism. But outside of his fluidity, suddenness, and explosiveness, you'd never know Henley was an offensive convert.
Thanks.
Let's do it. Lock up the linebacker position here. The only other thing I'm looking at right here is Zach Evans, but I do think you can get a running back in the following rounds. Whereas the linebacker drop off is going to take place after this.
And I do believe, even though Zach Evans Zach Evans, even though he has the talent, you know what I mean, he got a lot of stuff going on off the field, and I'd be like, in a real situation, you would think that maybe I can go get another guy and he'll still be here like a round or two later. You know what I mean? And if not, like you said, the running back position is deep. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to lock up Henley right here. So there we go. We walk away day 2 with Quentin Johnston, Steve Avila, and Diane Henley. I'm not mad at that at all.
Nah, we get that. Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I'm laid back, and whatever happens after that point, you know what I mean? I'm confident. I'm feeling good. I think we'll be ready to roll into the season, you know what I mean? Ready to play, for real.
And I think as well, if you can hit those 3 picks, bro, without a doubt, you know, you can kind of take chances the rest of the way.
Like that'd be crazy. If you was to get Quentin Johnson and a Steve Avila in the first 2 rounds, honestly, day 3 wouldn't. I ain't gonna say it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. Now I'm happy, man.
That makes day 3 more interesting though, because now you can go take stabs at those guys, you know, that you weren't so sure about. You know what I mean? Because now you do have wiggle room if they don't work out.
Yep. I didn't realize Hodges Thompson. Hey, we could have got 3 TCU players, man.
Oh wow, I didn't know he was still
all
available.
back to Texas, you know.
Keep him home.
But no, I think this was fun, man. Definitely fun. I'll continue to just mess around with it a little bit more. I thought the future, you know what I mean, with the draft trades and things like that, I think it make it a little interesting. I like to go through it and play around with it a little bit. But you know, I think it's making up for a nice draft for the Cowboys. If there's anything we do know, first round we're gonna knock it out the park. So
definitely.
We'll watch and see who falls.
Nah, Uncle Jerry and cousin Steve will take care of us on April 27th, man. We know that.
I mean, Papa will.
Oh, and Papa will. Yeah. Forgot about that. You know, and before we get out of here, I did want to bring up one thing. I believe Scott Tolzien is the new QB coach over in Dallas. And I guess one of his first days on the job, Dak had reached out to him, and they spent the whole day studying tape on Dak Prescott's interceptions last season.
Okay, yeah, I heard about that.
And I just think, you know, that's a pretty cool thing, because who wants to take time out of their day during the offseason to look at what they did wrong?
And to be honest, I don't think him and Kellen Moore was having that conversation.
No, not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? What Kellen Moore going to say to Dak?
Right.
Working through interceptions. But
like, bro, I took your job.
But I like the fact that, you know, it seems to be like a fresh breath, you know what I mean, air in the room. Everybody seems to be excited. You hear McCarthy. He's talking about like, hey, this is the most fun I've ever had in a long, long time. He's finally feeling like he's in this room, you know what I mean? His voice can be heard a little bit. So I think everybody's excited. And then Dak just, you know what I mean, take accountability. I think he's excited just to have a new voice himself, man. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Kellen Moore goes over to, you know, to the Chargers and they have a hell of a year on offense. But I just think sometimes, you know, it could be subtraction by addition, however you want to put that addition by subtraction. And then it was just something that was needed in Dallas for a long time. Yeah.